Hi everybody, welcome to Thea and Olaf. My name is Irene. With me is Olaf, our Samoyed doggy. And many of you have been asking us what we currently feed Olaf, and the answer is Little Hunter, which is the food that you see here. Little Hunter is a raw dog food brand, and it comes in a variety of different proteins, including chicken, beef, rabbit, and fish. In today's video, I'll be giving you my honest opinion on Little Hunter and our experience feeding it to Olaf. One of the reasons why I really like Little Hunter is because it's a raw dog food. And the raw diet can be very controversial among vets these days, but I'm a big believer in the raw diet and feeding a biologically appropriate diet for your dog. Dogs were anatomically designed to derive their nutrients from raw animal parts, just like they would in the wild. From raw muscle meat and organs, your dog gets essential amino acids and water-soluble vitamins. From bones, they get calcium, phosphorus, and other essential nutrients. So Little Hunter checks all the boxes because all the animal proteins are 100% raw. Little Hunter's recipes were formulated by professional pet nutritionists to ensure that they're complete and balanced according to AAFCO standards. And all of Little Hunter's food is freeze-dried, so it retains 97% of its nutritional value. The other thing that really stands out with Little Hunter's dog food is the quality. So all of the dog food is human grade, USDA meat, or wild-caught fish, and all the animal proteins are either grass-fed, farm-raised, cage-free, or wild-caught. So all the labels that you probably want to find at the grocery store for yourself. The other thing I really like is the limited amount of ingredients in Little Hunter's recipes. So whenever I look at a dog food, to evaluate the quality, I look at the top 3 to 5 ingredients. And when you look at Little Hunter's recipes, the top ingredients are all meat, followed by some vegetables, and then finally some vitamins to balance everything out. Everything is very pure, which is great for animals that have allergies. The other thing I like to do too to evaluate the quality of a dog food is to read the nutritional panel in the bag. So if you look at Little Hunter's nutritional panel, you can see that there's the crude protein and the crude fat listed. Crude protein is the amount of protein left after the moisture is extracted from the food. And crude fat is the fat in the food before your dog digests and metabolizes the food. So the numbers for the crude protein and crude fat are pretty high for Little Hunter, especially compared to other raw dog brands. So for example, raw salmon and whitefish recipe, the crude protein is 40%, the crude fat is 18%. And then let's look at the raw rabbit recipe. The crude protein is 40%, which is very high, and the crude fat is 25%. Lastly, what I really like about Little Hunter is the convenience factor. So as I mentioned before, all of Little Hunter's food is freeze-dried, which means unlike traditional raw food, you don't have to thaw it, you don't have to prep it or store it in your fridge or freezer. You can store it in your pantry, and the shelf life is up to 2 years, which is really great. You can save some space for yourself in the fridge. The other thing too is that it's very easy to order Little Hunter online, very easy to customize the plan that you want, to change your delivery date, your cadence, and all the recipes come straight to your door. Now let's talk about how Little Hunter has been for Olaf. So Olaf really does love all the recipes. He gets really excited when the food comes out. He drools a lot, so that's been really great. The other thing too is that Olaf has literally had no digestive issues with Little Hunter. So with other raw food, it's been a little bit hard to transition Olaf onto it. Sometimes it takes upwards of 6 weeks to get Olaf onto a new raw food. But with Little Hunter, it's honestly not an issue, so that's been really great. His poop has also been really solid and not mushy at all. So you may be wondering how long a bag lasts for Olaf. So Olaf is a 60-pound Samoyed, and each meal we feed him about 1.5 cups. So every day he eats about 3 cups. Each bag lasts about 6 meals or 3 days worth of food. Now let's talk about the price of Little Hunter. Each bag costs around $35 to $37. However, if you get a subscription, it's gonna be a lot cheaper, around $28 to $30 a bag, depending on the recipe. So it comes out for us to be about $5 a meal or $10 a day, which isn't too bad considering a raw diet. Now let's talk about our cons with our experience using Little Hunter, and honestly, these are all pretty minor. One thing is that we did have a shipment that was delayed and ultimately lost. This happened in the winter time, so I don't think this is Little Hunter's fault. And I think this happened because of inclement weather. But that's just something that can happen. Your food can get delayed, so it's a good idea to have some extra around in case something like that happens. The other thing is that Little Hunter recently changed its formula. You can see a few more ingredients in the ingredient list, and you can now see a more obvious vitamin pack. So I'm not opposed to vitamin packs in dog food so long as these vitamin packs are not synthetic. None of these vitamins that Little Hunter includes are synthetic, but just something to keep in mind in case you're a purist when it comes to nutrients in dog food. So that's it for our review of Little Hunter. We're so glad that we found a quality raw dog food that Olaf really likes and in which he has no digestive issues with. So we would love for you to try Little Hunter for yourself. You use our link to save $20 off your next order. And let us know if you have any questions or comments about Little Hunter. We'd love to address those. And as always, if you enjoyed this content, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching.